Hey guys, just got back from the theater from seeing a double feature, another one, of course. It's it's been a long day, so I want to try to get these reviews over with. So the first movie I saw today was One Life, uh, the new Anthony Hopkins Holocaust drama. That I only did between both this movie and the other movie I saw. I both are movies that I only got trailers for like one time, but like I remembered once I saw the titles, I remembered what those movies just from like my brief from like I see a million different trailers and I see a lot of the same trailers all the time. But there's like ones that you're like, oh yeah, okay, I remember getting the preview for that. This is one of them where I was oh, okay, we got another Holocaust movie. Yippee! I know. Or they say, how could you say that? And I'm like, listen, I'm kind of like burned out as far as the Holocaust movies go. I know, I agree 100%. Like, how, you know, it's a very important story to tell so that we don't fucking repeat history, but we keep doing that anyways. That's a whole other topic. But, I understand that, but it's like, how many of the same stories can you tell before it just becomes monotonous and boring? And I'm just burned out on them. I'm out on that, exorcism movies, zombie movies. There's not much more you can do with those stories, those kinds of movies. And like, I was like, this is it was from the get go, like, oh yeah, this is obviously like an Oscar bait movie, even though this is March, and if it got not gets any nominations, it wouldn't be till next year. But and I like Anthony Hopkins. I was like, yeah, whatever. And I see it was getting good reviews, like most Holocaust movies do. Not all of them, but most usually do. And yeah, this actually is a really good movie. Despite me being burned out by Holocaust movies, I really did like this movie a lot. Like you, even if I am burned out on like a certain genre of film, I could still find one movie that gets released that has the same genre of film that I'm burned out by, and still find it pretty damn good. This is one of them. I've really enjoyed the hell out of this movie. This is mainly because this is obviously a really great story. Between this and the other based off a true story, Arthur the King, this sounds like it was a little bit more accurate to the real person. I mean, Anthony Hopkins, you know, he plays this guy. What was his name? God damn, I'll look it up. Uh, yeah, hold on a second, I'll look it up. So, that was Nicholas. What was Nicholas? Shit, Nicholas Winton. There you go. He was a British. He was like a British. I think stockbroker, wasn't it? Say he was. Who ended up, yeah, a stockbroker who helped uh, get a bunch of Czechoslovakian refugees out of Austria that were, while Austria was being invaded by the Nazi Germany and the Nazis, and helped saving them from like horrible, horrible fates that a lot of Jews and a lot of people that of their similar backgrounds would fucking fate the horrible fates that they would suffer during World War II. And he ended up, I think the story goes like, I don't know, 660 people. And although that number of how many people he affected, like for grandkids, kids, and stuff like that, was like, I think they said by the end of the movie, like 6,000. That's a fucking incredible. Like obviously, Anthony Hopkins really does a great job in this movie. Really is the strongest part of this movie as he plays this guy who obviously uh, he takes joy that he was able to help out these kids, but he also feels a lot of pain that he doesn't able to help everybody. And he also, throughout the movie, is kind of wondering how, like, once has always wondered what happened to the kids that he saved and stuff like that. And if you know the story, he actually kind of gets to be able to find out. It's a really touching finale, like really, like bring a fucking Kleenex kind of finale. Man, that there was definitely a misty-eyed finale in that movie. Like, from what I heard, that really did happen, where he went on a talk show. A spoiler alert, but he goes on a talk show and he is greeted by a lot of the people that he helped get out of Austria and Czechoslovakia. And it's really fucking cool. This guy is a real hero, and I like when I first heard the story, I was like, is this basically a remake of Schindler's List? And like, well, I guess some people do. I like do call this guy the British Oscar Schindler, so that's kind of cool. What he did was just as fucking awesome as the Oscar Schindler. Obviously, anybody who fucking did something like this is a fucking hero. Um, it's awful what the fuck we did. That humanity is capable of the shit that Nazi Germany was capable of doing. And unfortunately, it seems like a lot of fucking history repeats itself, including nowadays. Look at you, Gaza and Israel. Israel, what you're doing to fucking Gaza, that's fucking horrifying. I don't give a shit. People say, oh, like, listen, there's people still fucking getting butchered and killed. That's fucking horrible. I don't give a shit. Like, whatever. So, yeah, I really recommend this movie. It's a really touching, great, emotional story. It's an interesting story about a real person who not a lot of people know about, including me, until now. And I'm glad his story got told. And Anthony Hopkins definitely fucking. Like, at this point, Anthony Hopkins is like, I know, like I go see any movie he's in because it's like I don't expect him to be around much longer, not too many years, or even if he is, he might just retire after in the next few years because he's getting older. He has no point in keep acting. I mean, unless he just wants to keep doing that. But I really recommend this movie. I give it an A. I'll give it an A. It's a fucking really solid good movie. Um, yeah, definitely bring a Kleenex. That's as far as One Life goes. I got one more review to do. Until then, I'll talk to you guys later.